this single run format. Only the second time in history it's been used. It caught me out. My apologies for that. But it makes for a sharper, shorter, more exciting competition. And Aaron March will go against Roland Fichtnaller in the first of the quarterfinals. Fichtnaller in blue, March in red. Two Italians, only one place in the semi-finals. Fichtnaller in the blue course off to a good start, but March is matching him, and March has a very narrow lead. Look out for a second half of the run charge from Fichtnaller. He hits the steep, starts to go, and pulls away to take it by 0.02 of a second. Roland Fichtnaller really turning on the afterburners on the second half of his run. He wins, couldn't have been much tighter. He's dispatched teammate Aaron March, who's out of the competition now. And Fichtnaller, second in the parallel slalom World Cup standings with 2 runner-up places in Bad Gastein. Looks in really good shape here tonight in Russia. That's all that separated them, 0.02 of a second. Now a bit of noise to welcome Stanislav Detkov of Russia. His opponent, the German, Daniel Weiss. 35 against 39. Detkov in blue. Place in the semis against Roland Fichtnaller awaits the winner of this one. Detkov in the blue course. Weiss of Germany in red. They're ready to go. They're released and they're racing. Powerful start from Detkov, and he's pushing really hard. Weiss is holding his own. Weiss might just have the narrow lead here. Here comes Detkov onto the steep. Oh, it's tight. Can Detkov find a bit of acceleration? He can, and he wins. Stanislav Detkov advances to the semi-final, where he will face Roland Fichtnaller. Excellent run there from Detkov, the Russian. And they've got Vic Wild still. Flutsch is the next race. Justin Reiter, the American. Kasper Flutsch of Switzerland. Reiter wearing number 15, blue course. Flutsch in red, they're ready to go. Now they're getting the 3 red arrows and then the green, and released. Reiter, Flutsch, neck and neck, turn for turn, symmetrical at this stage. Now Flutsch finds a burst of speed, but goes wide. Oh, and almost takes out Reiter. Reiter hasn't crossed the line, yet he has now. Crossed it backwards. And Justin Reiter takes the win. Had to take evasive action to avoid the onrushing Kasper Flutsch. But he avoided any contact, and Reiter takes his place in the semi-finals. His opponent will either be Vic Wild of Russia or Nevin Galmarini of Switzerland. Good ride from the American. This is where Flutsch missed the gate and thankfully missed his opponent. Right, just finding enough room across the line in the corner. So we know 3 of the 4 semi-finalists, Fichtnaller and Detkov, Reiter, and the winner of this one, Wild or Galmarini. Nevin Galmarini for Switzerland, Vic Wild from Russia. He's fired up and ready to go, wants to join Stan Detkov. An all-Russian final is still possible here. They're away. Reiter awaits the winner of this one. Wild, oh, he might have he might have gone the wrong side of the short gate, the Russian. A gasp now as they watch Wild go out, and it's a straightforward win for Nevin Galmarini. And unfortunately, Wild never really got going there. So Fishnala will ride against Detkov, and Reiter against Galmarini in the men's semis. The women's semis are next. Will ride in the first semi. Fishnala, the Italian, Detkov, the last remaining Russian. There he is, he'll be in red. And in the second semi-final, Galmarini goes in blue against Justin Reiter in red. An Italian, a Russian, and then an American and a Swiss. Fishnala in blue. Detkov, the Russian, got his race face on. Detkov in red for the host nation. Can he produce a big upset here and beat Roland Fishnala? He's got all the noise and colour below him. He needs to ignore that. He's made a really good start. Fishnala, look how smooth he is. So upright and relaxed over his ball. But Detkov got the better speed, and Detkov wins and takes his place in the final. Detkov guaranteed first or second place in Russia tonight. That's a big scalp. Stanislav Detkov into the main final. Who will his opponent be? We'll find out. Reiter and Galmarini are waiting for the commotion to die down at the bottom of the course before they come out onto the hill. Stanislav Detkov benefiting from this mistake from Roland Fishnala about 4 gates from home. Went a bit wide, that opened the door for the Russian to come through. For a place in the final to ride against Stanislav Detkov of Russia. Here we go. And second semi-final is ready to go. We get the 3 reds and then the green, and the beeps welcome them onto the hill. Oh, and Reiter's fighting back after a shaky old start. The American is pushing Galmarini close here. Galmarini is managing to fend off the American challenge and takes his place in the final. Nevin Galmarini will go against Stanislav Detkov. Fishnala against Justin Reiter in the small final. And the last 4 races are coming up after this break. Stay with us. Against Detkov will come later. Let's see how it works out. It's definitely Fishnala against Reiter here. There's Justin Reiter. This is for 3rd place in the Moscow parallel slalom. Roland Fishnala is his opponent. Fishnala in the red course and Reiter in blue. 3rd place, the men's small final about to unfold here in the centre of Moscow. This ramp has been used twice now, once for the Alpine Skiing World Cup parallel slalom and now for the snowboarding, and Reiter and Fishnala are locking horns here, and Fishnala is coming away with the win in the small final. He takes 3rd in the men's event. A shower of snow for the supporters at the bottom of the course from Roland Fishnala, who finished 2nd in Bad Gastein on the 11th of January, 2nd in Bad Gastein the following day, and has now taken 3rd. So the World Cup lead will be his at the end of this competition tonight. Oh, we have an interloper. So Fishnala has won the small final. And wait and see whether we have the women's final now. or the men's final. I'm assuming we'll have the women's final, Calv against Kroll, followed by the men's final. Saving that till last, which features Stanislav Detkov and Nevin Galmarini. Nevin Galmarini is his opponent. Galmarini in blue, Detkov in red. All or nothing now, one run only. They're just about ready to go. The last race of the night. Detkov in red for Russia, Galmarini in blue for Switzerland, and they're away. Detkov's made a good start. Galmarini is right with him though, and now Detkov is marginally in front. They hit the steep, and Detkov opens up a decent lead. He's got the win. Detkov takes victory in Moscow. Galmarini fell 2 gates from home. It's the dream win for Stanislav Detkov of Russia. He's won every race tonight. Detkov wins the World Cup. He beat Simon Schott, Daniel Weiss, Roland Fishnala, and now he's beaten Nevin Galmarini to take victory in Moscow. Detkov down on his knees. Can't believe what's happened to him tonight. Stan Detkov. What a result. So plenty for the host nation to enjoy. And Detkov will be all over the sports pages tomorrow. And I guess he's probably regretting that Parallel Slalom's not on the Olympic programme, but Parallel GS is. And he, with confidence on his side now, will be heading to the Olympic Games as a big hope for Russian alpine sport. This is how he did it. Comfortable win in the end for Stanislav Detkov, beating Nevin Galmarini of Switzerland in the men's final as Galmarini hit the deck.